Hello, pretty people. I'm gonna do a tutorial today on how to do textile repeats and motif. Just a second. I have some music in the background. Okay, so hold on, I'm sorry. Let me just go back. I'll probably just I'll do it in Illustrator. I'll probably do a different one for Photoshop just to show you guys how to get it done. But for this particular video, we're doing Illustrator. It's gonna take a minute to load. But in the meantime, I can show you some of the design that I've come up with. It's not a lot of them, but you could at least get an idea of how it looks like. Like this one, I took I think it was a dollar bill from Haiti, where they have Catherine Flon, the lady who, well, actually no, take that back. It's the actual, it's the Sanggood. I think there's a lady who's like planting banana or something like that, and I thought it was interesting, so I took the motif and repeated it in Illustrator. I think I did this one in Photoshop. I don't remember. Oh, there's another one where I took a picture of a palm. I just took just a couple branches and then I flipped it around and turned it into a print. This one is I'm working on this. It's like like an art tableau, if you want to call it that way. I ran out of words, and they had those particular paysans, and what I did, I traced over it and created a textile with it. So you could go ahead and get creative. There's a lot you can do. I think Illustrator is ready. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and blow that up. Probably do a new file. Okay, now what you want to do, however, you do want your square, which is your artboard, to be perfectly square. So if you're gonna do like this print that I'm wearing, you could see it's pretty huge. So this is about 4 inches to, not 4, that's probably 2 by 2.5. So if that one single element in your design is going to be that huge, you may want to do a 12 by 12 artboard for your motif. But let's just do a regular. I'm going to put my units, the artboard, in inches. I feel comfortable working in inches. Let's do 8 by 8. Okay, we don't have to name it now. Say for instance you want to do flowers. Okay, you could go to the element shape, ellipse, and let's just do a circle. And this is the same thing. I just do it over and over. You want to make sure these are aligned, perfectly aligned, by clicking the align button. And then this, you could, how do you do it again? Okay, I remember. You have to go to reflect tool, and you select the element you want to reflect, and you choose the point to which you want to reflect it at, and it should bring up the reflect toolbox, where you choose how you want it to be reflected. It's taking forever. I'm not sure why. Oh yeah, I remember my reflect tool don't work when I'm recording for some reason. I don't like that. Okay, it's probably gonna freeze up on me real quick. So I'm just gonna go ahead and probably, I don't like this. Let's see if I could. I don't like doing it like this. For some reason my my Illustrator is acting up, so I'm gonna have to improvise. So basically let's pretend this is a perfect flower. You don't want to do it like that because your professor will kill you. But right now I have to, because my reflect tool is acting up. Okay, so let's say this is the flower. Ay, this is a bad flower. Okay, so let's say this is the flower. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and group this. Ay. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and group it, shrink it to a desirable size. I'll probably put a color in there. Let's color it red or whatever. Okay, so this is my element, right? So say I want to have a floral, like bunch of flower all over the place. Now you want to make sure you don't go over the edge, because your repeat, which is the main fabric, is gonna have like a bunch of white space. I'll show you what I mean. Right now, let's say you want to have one here. You want to put one there, and we want to have like smaller ones, maybe. I don't know if this is what you want. You could have one here. You could add one right here, one right there. Okay, let's say this is our motif. Now, if you want to use this as is and create a textile with it, it's easy. You could just open your swatches. I have like 600 different color in there. I don't need all of that, so I'm going to delete them. Yes. Okay, if you want a transparent fabric, say you want to do see-through, you could just go ahead and transfer the flowers right into the swatch panel. Now, if you don't want it to be transparent, and let me group this real quick to make sure it's parallel and perpendicular to the artboard. Hold on, you want to align it to artboard, make sure it's up, and there you go, it's perfectly inside the artboard. Now I am going to add a square to match the artboard, and that's, I'll show you why. Let's do 8 by 8. Okay, this is a perfect square. Now the flowers were red. You could go ahead and make the background a pale pink, I don't know, like a grayish pink. Right now it's over the flower. You don't want it to be over, you want it to be behind. So you're gonna go ahead and arrange and send to back. You send it in the back, okay? So you right click, arrange, send to back, and your background now is in the back. That's if you don't want to do see-through fabric. Right now this is not a see-through. You want to go ahead and make sure it's perfectly aligned again by clicking this to vertically align it, and by clicking this. If it was right here, the minute you put here, it goes right into the center, and then once you click align, it just brings it back up, so it's perfectly in there. Now the one thing you have to remember though, I don't know if you notice, my stroke is on. You want to turn it off, because if you don't, I'm just going to show you, if you don't, what's going to happen. So again, I'm going to select everything, drag it into the swatch panel. Hold on a second. I'm going to drag it. All right, now I'm going to do the repeat now. Let's do, this is the artboard creation. I'm probably going to do, how big is this? Let's do 32 by 32. Okay, and this is the artboard. You want to create a square, 32 by 32. Okay, and you want to put the fill. Now don't stay on a stroke, go on the fill right here, and then choose, let's choose the transparent swatch. And this is how it looks like. It looks really nice actually. It's not perfect because the flowers are all over the place, but it looks nice. So that would be your first transparent fabric, because I'm going to show you why I say transparent. If I move the fabric, which is the repeat, you see how you don't see anything in the background? That's because the fabric is transparent. That's one option. The next option is to choose the one with the background, which is that one. Now, do you see all the squares? Do you know why I have all the squares? It's because I did not take away my stroke for the square. So for that, I'm gonna need to click on the square and take away the stroke right there. Take it away. Now it's a perfectly beautiful pattern. So I'm gonna go ahead and select it again and drag it into my swatch panel, and we're gonna select our repeat and click on it. Okay, hold on a second. Make sure it's okay. It's still there. So again, we're gonna go ahead and do it again. Okay, I'm dragging it over. I'm gonna select this. Oh, I was on the stroke. See, you gotta make sure you're not on the stroke. Let's take that away. Go back in fill, and let's fill it out with the one without. Now, do you see what just happened? I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in so you can see the difference. When I choose, let me delete the extra. When I choose that one, automatically the stroke shows, because when I dragged it into the swatch panel, I dragged it with the stroke. Now when I took it away and dragged it into the swatch panel, it took it away. Now you have a perfectly ready to go print. Actually, this is a pretty print. I might keep it. So remember, if you want background, you could go ahead and see. If I drag it over, it doesn't look transparent because I added a background to it. If you don't want background, you go ahead and choose that one. Now you have a see-through fabric, and you can see through it. Okay, I hope this helped. I'll probably do a different demo on Photoshop textile, and Photoshop is even easier. It's even easier in Photoshop because you don't have to do all that repeat and stuff. Yeah, so do your design, do your textile prints, and share it. I want to see how you do it, and once you get it done, you let me know. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. You know what? I'm saving it because I like it. I'm gonna keep it. Oh no, I deleted it. It's okay. I can do it over. You see, it didn't even take me 2 minutes to get it done. So yeah. That one is some complicated print that I did. I did it for Valley Forge, which is a company that does hospitality textile. I enjoyed doing it, but unfortunately I can't use it because technically if I do, I could get in trouble because it's not mine anymore. Once I did it, I sold it. That's it. It's not mine. So yeah, just do it and show me how it's done. Yeah.